So what do you do in a blunt abdominal trauma? So this is a very, very important algorithm which everybody needs to know. So in blunt abdominal trauma, what decides how to proceed is the hemodynamic nature of the patient. So when somebody comes in with an abdominal trauma, so when they come with an abdominal trauma, you give a fluid challenge. That's the most important thing. You give a fluid challenge. Once you give a fluid challenge, if the patient becomes hemodynamically normal, okay, the BP, it holds, then it becomes hemodynamically normal. That is when you need to do a CT scan. If the patient fails to improve in spite of the fluid challenge, that is when the patient becomes hemodynamically abnormal. When a patient is hemodynamically abnormal, the investigation which needs to be done is the FAST. So going to hemodynamically normal, so you do a CT, and in the CT, the patient has positive findings in the CT, then immediately the patient has to be taken up for laparotomy. If in the CT scan you don't find any positive findings, then you can observe this patient. If CT is not available, in certain places CT is not available in all the secondary care hospitals. So if you are in a secondary care hospital where CT is not available, then comes the question of either doing a FAST or a DPL. So if it's a positive FAST or a DPL, then go for laparotomy. If it is negative, then the patient can be observed. In cases when the hemodynamically the patient is abnormal and when the FAST is available, then you need to do a FAST. If it is positive, then do a laparotomy. If it is negative or equivocal, that is a stage where when the FAST is not available or when the FAST is equivocal, then you do a DPL. So if a diagnostic peritoneal lavage, which is DPL, is positive, then you do a laparotomy. If it is negative, then the patient can be observed. The most important learning point here is when to do a CT. That's the most important thing. Let's not waste time on a patient who is hemodynamically unstable. So whenever we have a patient with a blunt abdominal trauma, so when do you decide to do a CT? Only in cases where the patient is hemodynamically normal. Remember that. Never take up a patient for CT. A patient, when he is hemodynamically unstable, you push the patient to CT, the patient might die on a CT table. That's the most important learning point which you need to understand. Only a patient who is hemodynamically normal following a fluid challenge, which is basically giving around 500 ml of ringer lactate and see whether the patient is holding his BP and pulse to appropriate levels, then you consider the patient as hemodynamically normal. Only then a patient has to be shifted to CT. So that's the most important learning point in this particular slide. So now coming to the most important point, which is the diagnostic peritoneal lavage. So way back in 2005, an obituary has been written on diagnostic peritoneal lavage. A lot of papers have come on the uselessness rather of diagnostic peritoneal lavage. But you can't really write off a diagnostic peritoneal lavage. Diagnostic peritoneal lavage has its role as discussed in the previous slide as well as here. So whenever you have a stab wound, the patient may be hemodynamically abnormal with peritonitis or evisceration. In such cases, immediately you do a laparotomy. So a stab wound patient, penetrating wound, hemodynamically abnormal with a lot of peritonitis or internal organs are outside, then you do a laparotomy. But if the patient is hemodynamically normal or asymptomatic, then what you need to do is you need to see whether there is a fascial penetration, whether fascia has been penetrated. Okay, if there is no fascial penetration, then you can observe the patient. If there is fascial penetration, then what you need to do is you need to do a DPL. If the DPL is positive, then immediately take up the patient for laparotomy. If the DPL is negative, then the patient can be observed before taking up the patient for surgery. That's the most important place where DPL has still its place. Okay, so in a stab wound, when a patient is hemodynamically normal and when there is fascial penetration, then you do a DPL.